While the odds makers provide yet another frame for predicting the outcome of presidential elections, there is little evidence they are more accurate than polling and other predictive methods. With the United States presidential election less than a month away, there is an increased focus on the polling, much of which favors former Vice President Joe Biden over the incumbent, President Donald Trump. Yet, following Trump's improbable win in 2016, literally overcoming the odds, many election watchers are hesitant to trust the polls this year. But election speculation remains a popular hobby, one that has been turned into a lucrative activity. Betting markets, which generally focus on sporting events, now offer odds on the election results, turning the pastime of political forecasting into a money-making endeavor for gamblers. At times throughout 2020, the betting sites have been at odds with pollsters in recent months, though odds makers, mimicking the polls, have largely coalesced around the assumption that Biden is favored to win. It's possible the betting markets are a valuable gauge of politics at any given moment, but skeptics feel gambling odds are far too volatile to accurately predict election results. The betting markets. There are countless gambling sites that focus on sports betting, among them the popular Predictive and Sports Betting Dime. These betting markets, or prediction markets, have proliferated in recent years, especially following a Supreme Court decision in 2018 that overturned the Professional and Amateur Sports Protection Act of 1992. For both casual and regular gamblers, betting on sports is just one of many gambling options. Betting on political outcomes has been popular for decades, though it wasn't until 2008 that political betting markets entered into the mainstream. That was when Intraday helped popularize the concept, though the site pulled down its trading platform in 2013. In both 2008 and 2012, it was among the most talked about markets for betting on the presidential election. Intraday didn't just present itself as an alternative to polling, it argued that its methods were in actuality more accurate. Because trading is incentivized by real money, the website currently reads, prediction market forecasting is almost always more accurate than traditional forecasting methodologies. In the simplest terms, prediction markets collect and aggregate the wisdom of the crowd. In 2008, the final election prediction on Intraday was within one electoral vote of the final results. Intraday predicted then-Senator Barack Obama would defeat Senator John McCain with a 364 to 174 electoral college lead. In fact, the final total was 365 to 173 for Obama. In 2012, Intraday correctly predicted Obama's victory once again, but undershot his electoral college total by 29, predicting 303 votes to his actual 332. While those are strong results for Intraday, it is worth noting that pollsters were also predicting a victory for Obama in 2008. Furthermore, in a Gallup poll of who Americans thought would win the election in 2012, as opposed to who they wanted to win, respondents favored Obama over his opponent, Senator Mitt Romney. In 2016, when the polling overwhelmingly indicated former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton would easily win the election, its betting market largely aligned with the polling. On November 7, the day before the election, predicted favored Clinton to Trump 4-1. In the end, despite the long odds, Trump pulled off the victory. All of this suggests there is no clear edge in methods for predicting the results. This year, both Predicted and Sports Betting Dime are, yet again, predicting a Trump loss. The two sites' betting platforms are slightly different, though. For Predicted, their system is set up to resemble a stock market. A bettor can buy stocks for who they believe will win the election. The greater the odds that one candidate will win, the more expensive their stock is. So, for instance, on October 8, Biden's stock hovered between 67 and 68 cents, whereas Trump's was 36 to 37 cents. Other long-shot bets for the presidency include both vice presidential candidates, Senator Kamala Harris and current Vice President Mike Pence. Further down the list are Hillary Clinton and a range of other politicians and public figures, including Facebook creator Mark Zuckerberg and rap and fashion mogul Kanye West. Similarly, Sports Betting Dime reported on October 6 that betting markets only gave Trump a 38.3% chance of winning, versus Biden's 61.7% chance. SPD's betting system is a bit more complex than predicted, relying on a plus/betting odds system that is based around $100 bets. All odds are given in 3-digit numbers. So, for instance, on October 6, Biden was rated at -179 and Trump was rated at +151. What that means is a person betting on Biden would need to place $179 to win $100. Conversely, a person betting on Trump would win $151 if they bet used 100. These betting odds makers do not limit themselves to just the presidential race. Prior to the vice presidential debate on October 7, Sports Betting Dime featured a range of odds on potential events related to the debate. Bets included which candidate will lie first, a neat fact checker. Lower odds were put on Pence, meaning he was expected to lie first, and will either candidate test positive for COVID-19 by October 13. Low odds were on no. Are the betting markets good predictors? While the odds makers provide yet another frame for predicting the outcome of presidential elections, there is little evidence they are more accurate than polling and other predictive methods. Even the betting sites themselves seem skeptical of how accurate the markets actually are. It is baffling to me how drastically the odds to win the 2020 election shift from month to month, Sasha Paruk, the editor of Sports Betting Dime, told TMS. Since the start of 2020, alone, Donald Trump's chances to win re-election have swung from -214, 68.2% probability, to +151, 39.8% probability. It's remarkable how short-sighted both bettors and odds makers seem to be, thinking that what happens in February will still be a prime factor in November. Paul, a regular user of betting sites, also told TMS that he is skeptical betting markets do more than provide a snapshot of what people think will happen. It can't be denied that both the betting markets and the pollsters got the 2016 election wrong. I wouldn't say I trust betting markets more than polls, but where the polls ask a sample and then extrapolate an outcome, I think the betting markets are interesting to follow because they reflect public opinion on what a likely outcome will be. November 3 will provide another opportunity for the betting markets to prove their worth. However, no matter which way the votes go, if the markets continue to align with the polls, which have improved for Biden since Trump was diagnosed with COVID-19, they aren't likely to convince naysayers that they are a better prediction tool than traditional polling. A tip or story? Get in touch with our reporters at email protected related. Let's block ads. Why?
Show your love for him. Click the link in description. Thanks for watching.